Hi, Sarah Silverstein here, International Breathwork Guide, here to bring you a transformative breathwork experience. If you've never heard about breathwork, I need you to know it is a super deep emotional catharsis. It's going to allow your brain to quiet down, your body to sing to you, and for you to let go of things that you've been holding on to perhaps for decades. It is a super deep dive into your emotional body, so make sure that you're prepared for that. If you've tried traditional seated meditation and found it to be challenging, found it that your brain just couldn't switch off, welcome. This is the only style of meditation that has really worked for me, so I hope it changes you too. I've been teaching for about 3 years. I used to live in New York City working in finance, and eventually I burnt out. I started to travel the world, and then I landed here in Bali teaching this full time, and it is just a joy. So if there's some things that you want to start to shift into your life, if there's some things that you need to let go of, some old ideas you need to release, this may be the most perfect practice for you. So I'm going to encourage you to trust yourself and trust your breath and dive on into this. I want to go over a couple of safety disclaimers with you right now. If you are pregnant or if you have really bad asthma, I'm going to ask that you sit this out. Unfortunately, this will cause undue stress to your body, and I care about you, your well-being, and everything. So I'm going to just need you to maybe try something else for now, and maybe you can do a little different style of breath work. There are 100 different forms, so you'll find one that speaks to you. But otherwise, be prepared to maybe have a big emotional release. That is the entire purpose of this. So that means you may feel really sad, you may feel angry or overly joyed, you may find that you can't stop giggling. No matter what wants to come up, we're going to allow it to do so with ease. We're not going to center in and try to figure anything out in this present moment. We're really just going to allow it to flow. When we are breathing in this deep way, our body are shooting off different endorphins, big feelings, hormones are going everywhere. So it's really important that throughout the process, you just lay there. You don't get up. Even if you start to feel a little lightheaded or a little dizzy, it's important that you take care of your safety. I'm not there to catch you if you stand up and fall over. So just lay there until you feel safe and comfortable enough to get up. Are we in agreement? Perfect. So I'm going to talk about what this breath is going to be like. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position right now, and let's get to learning. So this style of breath work was designed by David Elliott. I studied with him and Aaron Teleford in America. It is a beautiful breath sequence. We're going to be breathing in and out through the mouth for the whole time, which may feel a little annoying for the first few minutes, but then it's going to feel like a free fall, and it's going to be so good. So allow yourself to do a bit of the work in the get-go so you can get the payoffs. We're going to be breathing into the low belly, up into the high chest, and then all the way out. It's going to be a rhythmic breath, so you're not going to stop at the top or at the bottom. You're just going to allow it to flow with ease. Again, we're going to go into the low belly, up into the high chest, and out. There are going to be two balanced breaths. We're not going to be doing more air into one area or the other. We're going to breathe down to the low belly for lots of deep emotions, up into the heart for love for you, love for others. And then as you exhale out, you're actually releasing toxins. You're actually purging stuff out of your body that no longer serves you. So this is a really powerful meditation, and I'm excited to see what you can let go of. Also, what you're going to make room for. I'm going to do a couple rounds of breath so you can see what my breath sequence sounds like, and maybe yours will match me, or maybe yours will be a little bit slower, a little bit faster. No matter what, you're going to listen to your needs throughout this entire process, so take note of that. Again, wide open jaw, low belly, high chest, and out. Looks and sounds like this. Low belly, high chest, out. Join in and do 5 rounds of breath with me to see what it feels like in your body right now. Sit up nice and tall, open jaw. Here we go. 2 more. Last one. Return to neutral. Swallow a couple of times. My throat usually gets pretty dry, so that's normal. If you want to have water nearby you, I encourage you to do that. But that is how the breath sequence is going to go. If you started to get a little dizzy or lightheaded just in those 5 quick rounds of breath, this is why we do it laying down. This is why I ask you not to get up. This is why I ask you to pay attention to your needs. You have your foot on the gas pedal here. So if you are feeling too much, pull the breath back. If you're not feeling enough, if you feel like I don't understand what I'm doing here, breathe a little bit more. Take note of what you need and provide for yourself. But if at any moment you become overwhelmed, just slow the breath down. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. And do that for as long as you need. You can come back to the rhythm whenever you're ready, but there's no rush. You just have to listen to what it is that your body is actually telling you and tend to those needs. Sound good? Amazing. So I want to tell you about how to set up your space. You're going to want an area where you're going to be undisturbed for the next 45 minutes. I want no one to come in. I don't want your phone to go off. I don't want you thinking about anything else. Really cut aside some time right here and right now to be fully present. Make sure your room could be darkened up a little bit. Maybe you pull the curtains. I like to have an eye mask when I'm doing this. It just allows my little eyeballs to really cool on down and I don't have to take in anything. It doesn't have to be a formal one. It can be a washcloth, something simple, a t-shirt, whatever it is. You'll drape it over your eyes. It'll be lovely. If you want to have a pillow to put underneath your knees, you're more than welcome to, but I will ask that you put nothing underneath your head. We want to keep your throat nice and open, maximum air in and out. And if you want to have some crystals that mean a lot to you or some essential oils that feel good for you, you can have that too. Maybe a blanket nearby. I tend to get really cold during breath work. When I have a big release, I get really shivery. And if you get really hot, that's okay too. There's no right or wrong here. Your body's going to take over and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. So just a little quick refresher, quiet space where you're not going to be disturbed. Eye mask, pillow for underneath your knees. We will let out a little bit of a yell in the middle of this. So if you don't want your family, roommate, partner, whatever to hear you, you can yell into the pillow. But I'm going to encourage you to really allow your voice to come out then. All right? And some water and a blanket. Make sure that you are as comfortable as humanly possible. Press pause on this now and get your space set up. And I'm going to dive into a little bit about what we're going to be doing. See you in a second. Welcome to your full moon breathwork meditation. Everyone loves to work with the full moon energies, so here we go. We have just completed this lunar cycle. How exciting. What had you worked on with the new moon energy? How have you been manifesting that throughout this time? Welcome to the full moon. It is obviously undeniably beautiful. Who doesn't love to bask in the light of the moon? However, full moon energy means big emotions. So if you are currently experiencing a whole lot, it feels like things are a little off kilter, it's okay. You've been doing a lot of work this past cycle. So maybe you have identified a couple of things that you're ready to let go of. Maybe there's some old ideas, some beliefs, friendships, a partner, whatever it may be. Maybe you've started to identify that it's no longer serving you and you're ready to let go of it. I know that this usually happens for me and I start to feel a little wacky and then I start to judge myself and then I look up and I see the moon and I know, oh man, I am right on schedule and all is well. I just need to bring in a little bit more focus. So when the full moon starts to come around, I like to get really centered. Sometimes I go out into a field and I'll do some traditional seated meditation underneath the moonlight. I'll let her beautiful light just encapsulate me and allow me to feel safe and controlled. It allows me to step into who I am and what I want. Another thing I like to do is a proper releasing ritual during the full moon. Sometimes I've uncovered a couple of things that are too heavy for me to continue to carry. I like to write them down on a piece of paper and maybe I'll light them on fire, but I definitely say them out loud first. I allow myself to say, I release this old thought pattern that is no longer serving me to make room for something better. I release this partner who has been weighing on my heart for years, and I know that I deserve better. I call that in. I just do simple things like that that allow me to bring a little bit of awareness to that little mindset and I allow it to come up and out so I know that there is a shift that is available and this big, beautiful full moon energy is definitely going to help facilitate it. But I have to be kind and gentle to myself. I have to remember I am but a human doing my best. So if you are down on yourself, if you're demanding a lot from yourself, can you ease on up? Can you find compassion for that beautiful little soul? Lean into how magnificent you are and how special you are. Just let yourself be. During full moon energy, I try to remind myself it is not the time to birth anything new. It's not time to have a difficult conversation. It's not time to be in contention with anyone because there's a lot going on in all of us and we don't know where every individual is at. So just come home to you. Take note of what it is that you need. My favorite thing about breath work is that this is a natural upheaval. We're going to start to tap into all those things. So let's use this big full moon energy. Let's start to let go of things that aren't serving us. Let's have that proper release. It is undeniably going to happen during this practice, so lean on into that. And maybe you take a moment before we start this to write down a couple of things that you're ready to let go of. See what feels right for you. The light is bright right now and you are fully seen. How do you want to be seen? How do you want to be loved? How do you want to be? I'm sure whatever it is beautiful and perfect, and I'm always here to support your growth. So take a moment and get centered with yourself. And when you're ready and you have your safe, comfortable area all laid out, you have all the things you need, we'll get on this journey together because you were never alone. Press pause. We'll be back together in a couple of seconds. All right, my beloveds, are you ready for your full moon breathwork meditation? Again, make sure that your space is nice and quiet. You're super cozy. There's nothing that you need right now. Turn off your phone. Gonna remind you a couple of things. It's gonna feel annoying in the get-go. It will be a big emotional release. If you breathe nice and deep, we'll be doing this all together. We'll be breathing the systematic way. We'll move into a few breath holds at the end, and then you'll just get to relax. It'll be absolutely wonderful. A common manifestation of stuck energy is going to be tight hands and a tight jaw. So if your hands go like this, it's totally okay. You're very normal. If it becomes so painful, pull the breath back and then start again whenever you're ready. However, it's very, very common and it's so okay. If your jaw gets tight, stretch it out as much as you need. We want maximum air in and out. Make sure there's no pillow underneath your head right now. If there is, put it underneath your knees. Maybe we'll use it to yell into later. Remember that I'm going to ask you to let out a big yell. You can do that as many times as you need. Take care of yourself. Otherwise, let's get this going together. Lay on down. Place something over your eyes if you have it. Start to feel centered in your space. If you have some oils you want to put on, some crystals you want nearby, if you have hand stones for your tight little hands, hold on to them right now. And just get centered where you are. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Getting centered in your body. Letting go of expectations, demands, anything that may be clouding your judgment, and let this be exactly what it's supposed to be. A simple release using this full moon energy. A few more inhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to start together on the count of 3. Enjoy the ride. 1, 2, 3. Low belly, high chest, all the way out. Low belly, high chest, release. Maybe put a hand on your low belly, a hand on your high heart and feel them move. And remember, the first few minutes are the hardest, so really dedicate yourself to this right now. Take the strength that you've learned from this past cycle and move it into the breath. Allow it to guide you. Trust yourself. Wide open jaw. Low belly, high chest, and out. Finding that rhythm that feels right for you, allowing it to flow through you. Low belly, high chest, release. Deep emotions, lots of love, exhaling out things that aren't working for you anymore. Keep that cycle alive and well. You're doing great. Open the jaw a little bit wider right now. Stretch it out. Maximum air in and out. low belly, high chest, release. Feel the hands move. Feel your body collapse into where you're laying every time you exhale. Beautiful. We're almost 4 minutes into this where you should start to feel some endorphins in your body, some warm tingling sensations. Allow your body to become alive, to become electric. And if you're not there yet, I ask of you to breathe a little bit more right now. Can you trust your breath a little bit more to guide you on this experience? Open the jaw even wider, fill up the low belly even more, fill up the high heart space and release. If you give 10 rounds of super deep, expressive breath right now, and if you're already feeling it all and you're at your maximum, honor that. Tend to your needs. We're leaning into this full moon energy, allowing the light to just completely encapsulate us, allow us to feel vibrant, remind us of how powerful and how strong we are. Breathe deeper for that. Breathe deeper for the last cycle you've just gone through. What have you learned? Is there something you need to let go of? Start to exhale that all the way out. Feel it leaving your body and then fill all the way up with goodness, lightness, brightness. You got this. If the brain is still super active, I encourage you to breathe deeper. Allow the brain to quiet down. Allow the body to sing to you. What do you have to lose here? Lean into your breath and trust it. Staying with your rhythm, continuing to awaken the body. Tapping into those big, deep emotions that come up in this time. If you're resisting feeling, I want you to say out loud right now, it's safe to feel my feelings. Again. It's safe to feel my feelings. I am safe to feel. I am safe to feel. Breathing deeper. 10% more air into the low belly, 10% more into the heart, really stirring everything up. Imagine sending the breath all the way down to your toes. If you're breathing deep enough, you should start to feel some things in your body. If your hands are cramping up, if your arms are heavy, your legs are heavy, shake them out. Move around. Check in with your rhythm. If you've lost it, jump back in. Do not waste time. You are here to change, to grow, to transform, to shine. I believe in you. Maybe breathe in a little bit deeper for love right now. Love for yourself, and then love for others. Continuing to provide for yourself, allow your shoulders to melt into where you are laying. Stretch across the chest. Feel the heart space rise and fall with every cycle. Remember, if you need to fall out of the breath, to have a big feel, go for it. If there's a big cry or a giggle happening, all feelings are welcomed. You are perfect as you are. Stretch out the jaw, a little bit more air in and out. If it's tight, take note that your body is telling you that you're not speaking your truth enough. Stretch it out. You're halfway through. Can you commit any more? Breathe a little bit deeper. Expand and contract. We talked before about learning things through this last cycle. Maybe you realize something you're ready to let go of. Maybe it's an old idea, a person, a feeling, a place. Whatever it is, tap into that right now. Feel it in every fiber of your being. Be sure that you're ready to release it, because we're going to do so in a large yell together. Give me 10 rounds of super strong, invigorated breath right now. Allow the exhales to be audible. Hear everything moving up and out of your body. A proper purge. We're going to let out a big yell together. So if you have a pillow nearby that you want to yell into, grab it between your arms right now and bring it over your face. Taking a big deep inhale, be willing to let go of whatever is blocking you. We'll let it out together on the count of 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. If you yelled it all out and you're satisfied, go back to the breath. If you need another big, large yell, take it right now. Big, deep inhale, count of 3, let it out. 1, 2, 3. Falling back into the breath. Take as many yells as you need throughout this whole experience. Allow your voice to be heard. It is beautiful. It is needed, especially if there's something you need to release. And maybe you say right now, I release whatever it is you're ready to let go of. Making space for something new, knowing that you deserve more, you're worth more. Your dreams are valid. Your needs are valid. You are enough. You want to let out a large howl to the moon like you're a wolf. Go for it right now. Releasing that voice, allowing it to come up and out, honoring yourself. Continuing to stay with your breath, continuing to be alive, being electric, shaking your hands and your arms out again if you need. Stomp your feet if there's some anger and aggression going on. Expression is important. Take up space, allow your arms to be wide, and if your hands are tight and uncomfortable, place them over your heart space and breathe in love to them right now. Falling deeper into the rhythm with every cycle. Low belly, high chest, release. 10% more air in. It's a little difficult. There's work to be done. You're okay. You've got this. You're doing great. Reminder, you can make sound at any time you need, even if it's just your exhale is a little bit more audible. Continuing the rhythmic breath. You've got 4 more minutes here. You've got this. These last few minutes of breath, what else can you start to cultivate? What else can you release? What are we making room for? How do you want that big full moon energy to illuminate you? Trusting the breath even more. Let the final few minutes be easy. If you need to slow it down, go for it. You want to amplify your experience, breathe deeper. You have total control. You know what you need. Couple more minutes of hard work. You've got this. Maybe you let these be the biggest, fullest breaths of this cycle. If you feel your whole torso move, maybe it moves like a snake, the back of your heart opening. What is in store for you? Keep going. Final minute of work, my dear. If you have held back, dive a little bit deeper for these final 60 seconds. Awaken anything that needs to be brought up and out. Make space for it. Lean into yourself. We'll do 10 more rounds of breath together so you know you're never alone. We're always in this journey with someone. I've got you. Here we go. Five more. Super nourishing. Last two. Last one. Let everything go. Melt into your floor. Start to inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Taking a few more rounds of breath like this to slow everything on down. Slow the mind, slow the body, slow the heart, slow the soul. You've got this. Deeper inhale and out. Allow the breath to flow through you. Feel it. Continuing to breathe in nice and deep through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to start to move into a few breath holds. So on your next big, deep inhale, take it all the way up to your top. Be at your maximum and then suspend the breath there. Hold your breath. Feel your heartbeat in your body. Feel all the energy you just created. And simply be. It may feel uncomfortable, but I promise you've got this. 10 more seconds. Exhale everything out. Collapsing into your floor. Taking in 5 rounds of inhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. Preparing for our second breath hold. 1 more round of breath in and out. Big deep inhale all the way up to your top. Extra sip. Hold it there. Suspend the breath. Be fully present in your body. Feel the energy tingling everywhere. And simply be present here right now. You're doing great. 10 more seconds. Exhale all the way out through your mouth again. Releasing everything. 5 more rounds of inhales and exhales, preparing for our final breath hold of the day. Filling up all the way and then collapsing. Couple more rounds. All right, big inhale up to your top for the last time. We'll hold for a little bit longer this time. I got you. Suspend your breath. And be fully present. Try to not wiggle around too much. Just feeling everything in your body. 10 more seconds. Exhale all the way out. Last time. Being completely empty, moving into the proper rest and relaxation period. Start to inhale through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Letting yourself be completely at rest right now. There's nothing you have to do. You're in a perfect meditative state. Just follow the breath in and out. We'll be here for a few minutes to honor all the hard work you just put in. So if your brain wants to start going again, bring it back to the breath. Deeper inhale, elongate your exhale. Letting everything be simple and easy. If there's a tightness in your body, send your breath there. Any tightness will start to dissipate. The tingles will start to go. Staying fully present. Sometimes big emotions comes up in this period too. It's okay. No judgment on them. No problem solving. Just breath in and out. Super nourishing. Let every inhale feel like a hug. Again, if the hands are tight, place them over the heart space again. More love. Melting deeper into where you are. This time of rest is extremely vital, especially if you've been hard working over this past cycle. Many of us forget how important it is to just slow down. Done a lot over this past cycle. Find that moment of gratitude. Let yourself know that all the hard work was worth it. The big emotions are normal. You are totally okay. You are safe, supported, secured, and loved. The way you're showing up for yourself is beautiful. We'll take in 10 more rounds of breath together to seal this practice here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. At your own pace. You have more time where you can just lay here and be still. I encourage you to take it. If you have to run about with your day or your evening, you can start to awaken the body. But if you have a few more minutes, allow yourself to just lay here and bask in your beautiful work, your beautiful energy. If you're ready to come on back, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms overhead or wrap them around yourself for a hug. Moving slowly with intention. If you're ready to come up, you can roll onto one side. Keep your eyes closed. And slowly come up to a seated position, eyes still closed. Just taking note of the hard work you just put in. We'll close this practice together with an inhale and an exhale. Flutter your eyes back open to the space. Welcome back. You just did a whole lot of hard work, so be gentle on yourself. Take it easy, lots of water, a nourishing meal, whatever makes you feel good, tend to it. Provide for yourself. I'm proud of you for everything you just did. You are absolutely incredible. This work can truly move mountains, so you can always come back to this when you're ready, and especially when you feel resistance. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing up. Without you, there is no me. Namaste.